Charlene Brisson, 3-Step Marketing Pro. How are you doing? Well, still on my adventure and driving down from Vancouver down to San Diego, and didn't really make as much of a distance yesterday as anticipated. So we just got to a little place called Coos Bay in Oregon. Oh my God, if you ever get the chance to drive down the Oregon coast and drive down the California coast, take it, because my God, it's so magnificently beautiful. I'm showing some photos right now, or some video right now, that I took along the way. So to give you an idea, just breathtaking. The redwood forest, oh, it's gorgeous, and the ocean and the rocks. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, Coos Bay, that's where we ended up, and a few things about marketing that happened yesterday. So, first of all, just want to mention, got some sustenance first thing in the morning yesterday morning at McDonald's for a Egg McMuffin. Picked up a couple of Egg McMuffins, and I, being Canadian, had some traveler's checks and asked the guy at the counter, do you take traveler's checks? And he didn't know what they were. I was really surprised by that, because even if you don't accept a form of payment as a business, you should really train your people to know what kinds of currency they may actually be offered. And so the other thing that I found really interesting, this particular McDonald's was right outside of Seattle, and so on the outskirts, quite on the outskirts, and I thought maybe it had been taken over by a group of kids or something, because no one was wearing McDonald's gear. There were no name tags, there was no McDonald's outfits. The guy who claimed to be the manager was just wearing like jeans and a zip-up pullover, and he did have a Santa hat that had an M on it, but that was the only indication of McDonald's. And knowing how much money McDonald's spends, which is millions and millions of dollars worldwide, to make your experience, the customer's experience, consistent across the world, and I've been to McDonald's all over the world, I found that kind of odd. And so there's something to be learned from that, because it didn't give me the same experience that I would normally get at a McDonald's, or any customer would get at a McDonald's, and that erodes the brand. That is something that always will erode your brand if you are diverting from what expectations people have, because really, consumerism is all about expectations. Are you meeting their expectations? Are you delivering on your promise, on your brand promise? Okay, what else happened? Oh, referrals. I've done a lot of thinking about referrals. And the reason why is because we did stay at you can see the sun is shining. It is fabulous today. Yesterday was raining the whole time. Anyway, referrals. Referrals for travelers, referrals for any business. But in terms of traveling, it's kind of brought it to the forefront for me, because a lot of what we've been doing in terms of where we've stayed, where we've eaten, have all been referral based. And we have a couple of dogs that we're traveling with, and so it's really important that we have a place that accepts pets and is pet friendly, which not all places are. And we're staying in little towns. So Coos Bay, we stayed in the Super 8, and so at the front desk, the front desk person recommended that we eat at a place called Roundup Steakhouse, and said, wow, it's really fabulous, you should go there. Well, it was really dark, it was really cold, and it was raining buckets, and so we didn't want to leave the room. But not only that, when we got into the room, there was a menu for Roundup Steakhouse, but there was no address, there was no phone number, there was nothing to give us any indication how far away it was, or even if we could possibly have it delivered. So what did we do? Well, I want to show you what is really, really cool. And I've seen this only a couple of times, but I think it's probably one of the best referral systems that I've ever seen, or programs, is that on the key, look at the key, here's the key to the room. Okay, I took it with me. just to use it for this example. The key to the room on one side has Domino's Pizza. So Domino's Pizza with the phone number big and bold right there, big and bold right there, and also the website. So what do? We booted up our computers and we went to the Domino's website and picked out which pizzas we wanted, and we got some wings for the dogs, and presto, within less than half an hour, we had 2 pizzas and a box of wings. And so this was not only referral or operation, it was kind of like an inferred referral, because they didn't at the front desk say, go here, but by giving it to us on the key, they're referring it to us. So that worked really well. So just a lesson within that from a marketing perspective is that you have to have a full program. It's not good enough to just say, oh, you know, Joe, do you mind referring my business to any of your friends or your colleagues? You have to have an actual program. What does that mean? How does that look? What are the steps that someone would take? So if Joe does refer your company, and that includes business, service, product, anything. If Joe does refer, what is the step that the customer takes? Does Joe have the number? Does Joe have materials? Is Joe being incentivized? I think it's incentivized for making that referral, because that will get Joe paying way more attention to referring your business than anything else on the planet, let me tell you. So I think, and I got a few more signs. So here's a couple of pictures of signs. But what I'm here to tell you is the coffee business in Oregon and California is booming. And it's not all Starbucks. There's some really cool and funky drive-up coffee and espresso places, which I'm very encouraged by. So that's exciting. So I hope you're having a fabulous day. This is day 2 of my marketing travel journey. And thank you so much for joining me. Now go get at her! Charlene Brisson, 3-Step Marketing Pro. See you next time.